Hi everyone, this is Mr. Siu from Math Accelerator Center. Welcome to P3 SA2 Mini Revision Lesson 3. Today's topic will be on money and we'll be covering comparison model and grouping. Let's go to the question. The first question is money and comparison model. Let me read the question to you. Mr. Lim bought a pair of headphones and a watch for $107.70. The watch cost $17.70 less than the pair of headphones. How much did he pay for the pair of headphones? Okay, remember after reading the question, we need to highlight the keywords. So the keywords will include the total, and here's the comparison of the watch and the headphone. And we need to find out how much he paid for the pair of headphones. Okay, after we highlight the keywords, now we need to organize this keyword into a model to help us understand the question better. So we know that the watch is less than the headphone. Therefore, the model for the headphone will be longer compared to the watch. Then we label headphone with the letter H and the watch with the letter W. The difference between these two items is $17.70. And the total, as stated over here, 107.70. Okay, we have two units here. We'll label them like this. So as you can see, we have two units and $17.70 on the left side, and the total indicated here is 107.70. So we know that 2 units plus $17.70 will give us 107.70. So our next step is to find the value of these 2 units. So these 2 units will be 107.70 minus 1770. So we do our working at the side. Seven minus 7 is 0. Another 7 minus 7 will give us 0. 10 minus 1 is 9. And we know that the value of these 2 units is $90. So next, we need to find the value of 1 unit. So 1 unit will be 90 divided by 2. So 90 divided by 2. 4 times 2 will give us 8. 9 minus 8 will give us 1. We bring down the 0. And 5 times 2 will give us 10. So we do a subtraction, okay, and we have nothing left. So the answer for 90 divided by 2 will be 45. So now that we find the value of 1 unit, we need to find the value of the headphone. We found out that 1 unit is 45. So if this unit is 45 and we need to find the cost of the headphone, we simply add these two numbers together. 45 plus $17.70. Okay, let's do our working over here. 45 and $17.70. 5 plus 7 will give us 12, carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. So we arrive at $62.70. So now we have found the value, okay, and we know that Mr. Lim has to pay $62.70. Okay, let's recap what we have just completed. Okay, remember, in the previous lesson, we talked about the routine that we need to go through whenever we see a problem sum. Number 1, we need to highlight the keywords. Okay, which we highlighted these few keywords over here. After that, we need to organize our keywords. It can be into a form of a model or a table. And in this case, we organize our information in the form of a table. And lastly, we carry out the steps. Okay, based on the model that will help us to reach for the answers, right? So these are the various steps that we have taken to help us reach for the answers. So we use the model approach to solve this question because I think this is easier for students to understand, okay, and also to practice as well, right? I'm sure you're familiar with model. So we started off with drawing the longer bar for the headphones and the shorter bar for the watch. So we indicate the difference and the total. Then we form the equation where we can see that 2 units plus $17.70 will give us this total. To find 1 unit, we take the total, minus away $17.70, and we arrive at 90. We divide by 2 to find the value of 1 unit. So after we found the value of 1 unit, we simply add 1770 and we arrive at the cost of the headphone. Let's move to the second question. The second question is also on money and comparison model, okay, but it's a slightly longer question. Let me read to you. Lily went shopping and bought a dress, a bag, and a watch. She paid $605 for a dress and a bag. The bag cost 4 times as much as the dress. The watch cost $19 more than a bag. How much did Lily pay for the bag? And B, how much did she pay for the watch? Let's underline some of the keywords in the question. We have 605, which is the cost of the bag and the dress. We have a comparison here that tells us the bag is 4 times as much as the dress, and the watch is $19 more than the bag. So we start drawing our model. The bag would be 4 units, and the dress will be 1 unit. So let's draw over here 1 unit for the dress and 4 units for the bag. And we were told that the total cost of these 2 items is 605. And lastly, we know that the watch is $19 more than the bag. So we'll draw a model for the watch that is slightly longer than the bag. Here's the watch. We indicate the difference here. This is 19 more. And over here, we have 4 units. Okay, after we have completed the model, okay, we can see that if the dress and the bag is equals to 605, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So we will write over here, 5 units is equals to 605. And next, we need to find the value of 1 unit. So this 1 unit will be 605 divided by 5. Let's do our working over here. Ten is 2 times 5. 2 times 5, 10. Minus it left 0, bring down the last 5. That is 1 times 5. Okay, and we have completed and we arrived at 1 unit is equal to 121. Okay, in part A, we need to find the how much Lily pay for the bag. So we know that the bag costs 4 units. So we take 121 times 4. So 121 times 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. So the cost of the bag will be 484. And part B, how much did she pay for the watch? The watch is $19 more than the bag. And we know that the bag costs 484. So therefore, to find the watch, okay, we simply add 484 with 19. Let's do our working over here. 484 plus 19. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 carry 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 0 carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. So we arrive at $503. So that's how we calculate the answer. Okay, let's recap what we just completed. Number one, we search for the keywords. Okay, all this that we underline all these keywords over here, and from the keywords we organize our information. Okay, we organize our information in the form of the comparison model, and the last step we carry out the steps, which will include here as well as the working, in order to help us reach for the answers. Okay, so we found out that one unit is 121 and the bag is 4 times. So 4 times we multiply by 4 and we arrive at 484. The watch is $19 more than the bag. So we do one more, we do an addition. So we take 484 plus 19 and we arrive at 503. So as you can see, if you are very structured, right? Okay, you go through a certain routine and you'll be able to identify the keywords in the question, and from there translate into models or table. And after that, it will be very easy to solve, right? After that, it will just carry out the steps based on what's missing in the model, and you should be able to arrive at the answers. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So the third question will be focusing on money and grouping. Grouping means items that are sold as a group. Okay, let me read the question to you first. At the bakery, one muffin costs $3 and a box of 4 muffins costs $9. Mr. Slim has $36. How many boxes of muffins can she buy at most? And B, Mrs. Raju wants to buy 15 muffins. What is the least amount of money that she has to pay? Okay, first of all, let's underline the keywords. The keywords in this question will include one muffin will cost $3 and a box of 4 muffins will cost $9. Part A, Mrs. Lim has $36. How many boxes of muffin can she buy at most? Right? So we know that she needs to buy boxes of muffin. Okay, one box is 4 muffins, is $9. So let's write over here. One box is $9 and she has 36. So we will take 36 divided by 9. Okay, that will give us 4. That means she's able to buy 4 boxes. Right? So that's the first part. Okay, part B, Mrs. Raju wants to buy 15 muffins. What is the least amount of money that she has to pay? Okay, let's try to work the answer over here for part B. Now, which is the better deal? To buy 4 individual muffins or to buy a box of 4 muffins at $9? So let's check. If we're going to buy 4 individual muffins, let's write 4M here. It will be 4 times $3 and it will be $12. But if you buy one box of muffins, there are 4 muffins inside and it only costs $9. So we know that the better deal will be to buy boxes of 4, right? Instead of 4 individual muffins. Okay, next. If she wants to buy 15 muffins, just write 15 muffins here. I think you should agree with me that we should buy as many boxes of 4 as possible, right? So let's see how many boxes of 4. So here we can buy 1 box. So we can buy another box. In fact, we can buy 3 boxes. 3 boxes, 4 times 3 will have arrived at 12 boxes. Okay, 12 muffins. She needs to buy 15. Is there enough space to buy 1 more box? Let's check. So 15 minus 12, that will give us 3. So no, right? We only need 3 more muffins and not 4. So we will write here 3. So now we know that all this will add up to give you 15, right? 3 boxes is 12, 12 plus 3 will give us 15. So next we have to calculate the cost of 3 boxes. So 3 boxes, each box is $9. So 9 times 3, that will give you 27. And we need to buy 3 individual muffins. So 3 individual muffins, we can calculate over here. It will be $3 per muffins multiplied by 3. That will give you $9, right? So we add the two together. 27 plus 9. And we will end up with $36. So $36 is what she needs to pay for 15 muffins. Right, so grouping is a very popular concept that is tested in the year-end exam, right? Normally, what the question entails will be, they will tell you that a group of items will cost a certain amount of money, which is usually cheaper than you buy individual item, which we have this discussion here, right? Okay, which is the better deal? That's always the question you should ask, right? Is it better to buy 4 individual muffins, or is it better to buy a box of 4 muffins? So we have to compare the costs. Okay, once we are certain that the box of muffins is cheaper than 4 individual ones, and then we carry out the calculation. So 15 muffins means we have to buy 3 boxes of 4 and 3 more individual muffins. Then we calculate the cost and we arrive at $36. Alright, so I hope you have learned something today. Okay, first we have covered the comparison model, and over here we cover the grouping. Okay, do practice on this to gain confidence and mastery and get ready for your year-end exam. Right, hope you learned something from today's lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson.